What's up guys, and welcome back to yet another map review. Today we're going to be taking a look at a map that just came off fresh off the press. Fackwork. Now, I don't know, I know I probably butchered that. It's a German word, it's a German map. My German's not the best, but that's the name of the map more or less. This map's created by OrelStealth, I'm sorry. So, already starting off to a bad start. No, I'm just kidding. So, this is actually one of the more unique maps I've seen in quite some time. It's obviously German-based. There's not much information on the backstory of the map, but hey, it clearly takes place in Germany. So again, Oktoberfest vibes. Alright, so we're starting off on the T side. Let's check out the B site. So there's a lot going on in this map, and I kind of like some of the ideas that's going on here. So right off the bat, you actually have two ways to get to the B site. You can actually go over here and work your way mid, and if you decide to change your mind, like, okay, we're getting screwed mid, you can just come down the stairs and here you are back in the same place. And I just want to say first off, I don't really see too many maps in Germany from what I can remember off the top of my head, so I like to see that sort of architecture, that vibe. You don't really get to see it that much, so it's kind of cool to see it. I think that the attention to detail is very good on the map as well. I think the outside of it, very well done with all the architecture. Really feels authentic to the region. So here's this place you're actually going to be probably fighting a lot for. So you have this sort of area, you can come down here like this, or you can hop up here as well. Now, I'm not sure if the CTs are actually going to be in this area. I'll cover this in just a moment, but let's check out this side over here. So once you come over here, you're going to go through this little archway here, and boom, here you are on the B site. So I'm getting very medieval vibes as well from this little thing over here, tent, and this barricade thing here. So pretty cool. So you have this one way of going into the site, and you also have that, but this is really the only two ways to get to the actual B site. That's it. There's no other way to get to it. So it's definitely going to be a chokehold if I've ever seen it. And since this is so small, the CTs are going to be burning up the Ts for sure. There's definitely be some roasting going on, but you can plant anywhere in this red little area here. You can plant safely if you can get over on this side. I think you're pretty much good to plant if you've covered all this, even if there's CTs on this side. Your teammates should be covering you, so you could probably do that. A couple of other things you can do. I tried banking a molly off this side and see if I could chuck it over there, but it keeps falling short, unfortunately. And you have this window here where you can flash over. It bounced back, so there's the whole team dead because I missed my flash. But no, you get the idea. Just jump it over. Also, another thing, you could just toss a molly. Definitely some lineups probably with that. Where to go? Oh, here we go. So this is good. It gets to the back of the site. Totally planned that. So when you come out here, you're going to just want to try to cover everything. Get back here, use your nades. This is going to be a pretty good post-plant spot, if you will. The CTs are going to be coming from here. So pretty cool. Very small though, very small site. This is going to be super brawly. I would like to see a little more space in this area because it does seem a little small overall, but I kind of like that. The secondary way to get there, you can actually jump up this crate as well. You don't have to go all the way around, take the stairs, is this bar area. So there's a window here. I shot it out. Sorry about that. And I didn't do this though. They're like under construction, or something happened here. Some kind of big demolition. I kind of like this cool bar area. I like the little attention to detail here. Very realistic. I think that maybe the texture of this could be better, but I don't think that's anything against the creator of the map. Honestly, I think that's just how it is. Or the lighting. Could be my graphical settings as well. And then we have these red doors. They're normally not broken like this, but again, I tried to see if you can break them. And you can. I won't break them all the way, but this is not like this. You actually can't see through the store unless you shoot. Alright, so this is the upper section I was talking about. Really cool idea, actually. So not only are you coming from down there, but you're coming from up here as well. You know, you're being able to check angles that these people down here are not going to be able to see. Like, you can see a guy over there while this guy can't. So having two people up here, two people down there, definitely going to be an excellent way to take over the site. Even bounce this over here. Smoking is going to be excellent. I mean, you probably wouldn't do it up here, but something like that, yep, that's perfect. Covering just the left side, and then all you got to do is cover about the right side. You could drop and plant over there as well, and this is also going to be great for post-plant. Honestly, it's hard to tell whether it's going to be T-sided or CT-sided, but I can assure you right now, this is going to be very strong for the T's coming in here, even though it's very choke pointy up down there and up here. But you know what? It's going to be great once the bomb's down like there. You can just sit up here and just wait, peek when you need to. Even, I'm sure there's some lineup or something from all the way down there to molly the bomb or whatnot. So pretty cool. Just little point of criticism. Would like to see this thing opened up a little bit maybe, and possibly maybe a secondary door somewhere. But I get the idea of having up here as well. So, and likely the CTs are going to have this area. Probably, I can imagine. Yeah, they probably get here much quicker. So this area is not going to be free. They're going to have to fight for it. Very brawly. Alright, so mid. Let's check out the mid area. So, again, you can actually take a right here instead of going down there. You take a right and boom, mid. This is the most... I like maps that just have a straightforward mid. I think it's classic. I like it. I think it works with a lot of maps. No reason to change it. So, you really have... you can go A over there, but this is the mid area. So, definitely going to want to be smoking this off over there where the CTs are going to be. Same with this window. This is going to be a point of contention for sure. And probably up there as well. So this is something you're going to have to fight for sure, like all mid in all maps, to be honest. But in terms of getting to B, since we already spoke about that, here's the door I was talking about. And if you're able to actually, as a T, able to smoke this off, because I imagine the CTs are going to be in there. So let's say you smoke this off and just bombard this guy in here. That's going to be pretty good, but you can shoot the door completely off and make some actual holes in it so you can see through it as well. So, yeah, and once you've done that, you can actually, from mid, you have not only do you have mid control, but now you have this side as well. So, you can actually take two parts of the map with one basically and just immediately go over there to the B site. And I could see maybe, you know, if you need to do a last minute rotate, okay, let's just go B, you know, let's take that over. So really cool, I like that. On the same token though, if you want, you can go over here to the A site. I'll check that out in just a moment though. But if you're really feeling ballsy, you can actually start taking this area of the map, because really this mid area isn't very long. You know, I know there's going to be a lot of people around here, but you can actually start backstabbing them from the back if you'd like. So that's also something to consider if you're really feeling greedy. This area right here, I mean, the CTs, if they really want to get greedy with it, they can hold close if they can even get there on time. I don't know what the kind of time frames look like with the CTs coming up here, but yeah, I mean, this area, I don't know if this is completely necessary, to be honest, but I kind of like the stairs thing. I think this will give the CTs, if they want to get really greedy, I could see a cool play here, you know, working around these stairs. So, yeah, I don't hate it, but possibly to make it less cluttery mid, possibly get rid of that, but maybe not. Alright, so the A side, it's a bit of a maze sometimes, like walking around all these areas. They're enjoying all the beer, you know they are. So, two ways, several different ways. I really like this area. It looks really, really beautiful looking. What do they got on the menu? Can't read a thing. Sounds pretty good, though. Alright, so let's go to the A site. Take a right here. And as you didn't notice, the A is right on this side. And right off the bat, it's a little more going on in the A site for sure than the B site. So again, great authentic German architecture and everything. Really like that. So you can take a right this way, or you can take a left. So CT is definitely going to have this on lock. So you're going to definitely be fighting for sure. And you can come up here, go down there, and you have two options. Take a left or take a right. So taking a left here actually takes you to mid. So this little window here I was talking about that the CTs have, that's where they're going to be coming from. And this area for sure is going to be CT sided, or CT CT dominant over here because they not only they were peeking mid. Oh, they're coming A. They're coming A. This guy's just gonna come over here and hold probably. So fighting's gonna happen here. If you don't want to do all that, then once you've killed this guy though or anything, you can actually take a right and head down over on this side as well. But this is again for the CTs. You're really getting into shady territory if you go that way. But let's check out the site. So here we have all these hedges and cool things like that. Another choke point as well, another one. So both maps really working with choke points, except this one does have 2 different avenues to get the site. So boom, here we go. Here is the A site. So I really like the uniqueness of this. I think having the bomb site in a little enclosed area like this is an interesting idea. I don't know if it plays well. I know there's been a few maps in CS history that have done that, but barely any that look as nice as this. I really like it. But again, I'm not 100% sure how it plays. So if you're wondering, you cannot open this door. But you can plant out here if you'd like. So it's not fully enclosed, but if you really want to get cheeky with it and safely plant, then here's the thing. And I like, again, a little detail, the safe they're trying to get in here. So yeah, just coming from over here and being able to flash in here. It's a terrible flash. But just smoking this side off is definitely going to be clutch. Coming in here quickly, just planting and then falling back. Alright, so heading back to this front over there, over here, you notice that you can actually continue straight. Instead of taking a right over there, you can actually take straight ahead. CT's probably going to be all over this area as well, but you can actually prong. It could be double pronged attack. So unlike the A site, or the B site, you actually have a double doors here. You have that one and this one. But something cool is that if you continue forward, this is pretty nifty here. You can actually jump behind them. So this is one of those maps where you actually can make a little leap of faith here, even though it's the smallest jump ever. But you can jump it, and you can hit them from the back. So this is going to be really annoying for the CTs. And in fact, this is definitely what the CTs use to get here, which I kind of like this. It's cool. I like this whole area with the water. Really nice looking. Makes me want to take a trip to Germany. So once you're over on this side, you can smoke, molly the whole 9 yards. And while your teammates are over here planting, if they want to, meanwhile, you're over here taking a look at what's going on. And there's obviously going to be CTs for sure over there. But yeah, if you can take this, it's going to be very strong. And you can actually get them if they're coming from CT. So pretty cool. So if you are a complete madman and do want to plan in there, I don't doubt that the CTs are just going to do that. And then, yeah, this covers the whole thing. So if you are a madman, but I honestly can't really see why a T would decide to plant in here. Maybe in a situation where they want to plant safely, but then in that point, I mean, why not just plant over here? You know what I mean? I think, like, there's really no point to plant in here, and you can't even see it. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure if you can fully wallbang through this anyway, so I don't know why you would even want to be playing unless you're playing on the site and doing this. I could see that, but it seems like a liability trying to do that. But I think it's a pretty cool, I like the look of it a lot. I actually like, and this whole thing dynamic, it's interesting. It's actually pretty interesting to add this. You don't really see this very often. So again, in play, I don't know how it'll be, but I like the cheekiness of it. I think it's pretty cool. And real quick, before going to the CT side, like I said, you can actually jump over here and take the control of this little grandfather clock. Take control of this and actually start making your way to the A site if you'd like, and actually shoot them from the back. But again, this is really a CT-sided thing. I'm very surprised that they gave T's access to this if they can make it here. But again, I think this is going to be very CT-side oriented. And with that, let's go to the CT side. Alright, so here we are on the CT side spawning. So like I said, you can actually just walk over here. You don't even have to jump, honestly. You can just walk here. And boom, here you are on the site. And if they take this over, they're going to be watching probably from there if you really want to risk it. A couple of things you can do is kind of walk up here. Immediately start walking here and try to get a pick as well. It's going to be very close quarter, but I say working your stuff on sight is going to be a lot harder for the T's to do anything that they want to do. And mauling is going to be definitely the name of the game. You don't even have to see anything over there. Honestly, you can just, from this little crevice, if you see them coming, smoking, toss your molly over there. Toss the smoke as well, you know? Stop them dead in their tracks without even having a peek at all. So working around this is definitely going to be insane. I wonder if anyone's ever going to do ring around the rosy over here, you know, and then catch them when the T's are planting or something. That'd be hilarious. But yeah, another thing you're going to have to cover again is going to be here, and I wonder if people are just going to be holding here. I could definitely see them peeking with an op, 100% an op in this angle. Boom, get one, jump away, and get out of there. I wonder if anybody's going to fall off the map as well. I could definitely see that happening. But yeah, in terms of covering this, it's going to be a little difficult for the T's, I feel, coming in here. There's a lot of different places you could play, even something like this. It's just a lot to look at. But in the same token, once they get the bomb down here, it's going to be hard. It's going to be actually pretty difficult from, you know, you're coming from here as well to just clear all the angles, and now you have to figure out this side over here as well if they're over there doing a double pronged attack. So yeah, it's gonna be a little difficult, but smokes are definitely gonna be your best friend here, smoking this side, and if you know they're over there, and just yeah, so it's definitely gonna be the name of the game. But over here, so we have this whole other mid section as well. So we have mid over here. We soldier from TF2. Literally soldier from TF2. We have mid, and then we have another mid. I'm not sure if we need two mids. I mean, technically this is all one road leading down, so technically not two mids. But for the sake of the map, it is technically two mids here. I don't know if we need all that, to be honest. I think it may be too much. But personally, I think that again, I really like the look of this whole area, though, I must say. Looks really cool. And again, soldier. So, yeah, mid, you're going to definitely be taking mid up here. Mid control. And B, you're actually going to just take a sharp right. And you can get here from over there as well. So, and actually, I didn't even know this was a whole section altogether. So this changes everything. It kind of looked like you could sit up here, but wow, okay, so this is definitely going to be a different dynamic now. So the CTs have the sight and this. So it's going to be, it's only fair, honestly, right? If they have an upper section, the CTs would also have it. So this is definitely going to be a big spot for the CTs to be holding. But again, at the end of the day, a choke point is a choke point. So it is going to be difficult for the T's to actually come in here. And, you know, if you're over here, you could actually play around this with a shotgun or something, honestly. Get one kill, work around this. Even boost. You could probably boost up there as well, get a quick little pick. But once you've fallen, I don't think there's a way to get back up, to be honest. I think that's it. I think unless you want a boost from your teammate, you're going to have to wrap all the way around here again and come up here. But yeah, this is going to be an opera's dream. Holding up here, holding down there. Very, very strong spot. And like I said, this is the one other way to get to the point. This map, this point in particular, this site is extremely close quarter, extremely small. Only two ways to get to it for the CTs, and two ways to get to it from the T's, and it's the same thing. Upper, lower, that's it. No other way to get to the point, which is pretty interesting, actually. So it's definitely going to be a big brawl going on here, but the name of the game for this is going to be nade usage, obviously, positioning, holding from back here. I could see really annoying person getting two picks here, maybe falling back over here, flashing themselves. Do that, get the whole team, get a pick, and just work around these big props here in the middle of the site. It's definitely going to be pretty annoying for the T's, but in the same vein, a molly and stuff like that. Seems pretty even to me, but pretty cool. I don't know if it's, again, it maybe needs another entrance to the map, but entrance to the site. But it's a pretty unique idea. And then coming over here as well, A, if you'd like to take control over here, you can actually, again, come from the CT side immediately, take a left and decide to go to A, like I mentioned, or just go straight ahead. And straight ahead again, and boom, here you are on the, I'm going to call this T side mid and then CT side mid. We'll call it those two things. But yeah, this is definitely going to be, again, sniper's dream. Even holding from over here, right? You have a little angle here to work with. Maybe they won't see you and they think no one's window, and here you are. Another thing, if they do get past you, right, they go over here to line of sight, you can jump up here and take a quick look. They should be noticing that, spot that, but still, it'd be pretty cool to take a look at that. And if you really want to start getting aggressive with it, coming down here with the shotgun and hold this. So, honestly, I don't know if the CTs already have control of this. I figure they do, but I don't know. I'm not sure. This might be a luck of a draw, to be honest, who gets here first. And I like that they've given you the option with the trash can to get that advantage if you'd like to get up there and get one kill or something and then fall back. So, pretty interesting. I like that idea. A lot of different the sites themselves, more of the B site, doesn't have many avenues to get in there, but every other part of the map, there's so many different ways to actually get to the point, get to the site. You know, we have this whole area. Same with the CTs. If nobody's coming from over here and taking control of this coming from behind them, and you're immediately there. So if you're fast and you want to do a quick rush, you can actually end up here as a CT, or even up here as well. So, which you will be. Like I said, you'll actually be taking control of that area pretty quick overall. But yeah, honestly, I think this is a really cool map. I really think it'll be really scrimmy, very puggy, if you will, but in a good way. I think that it's a very unique premise, and I want to see more German maps, and I want to go to Germany. So, well done on the map. I have put the workshop link in the description as usual, and if you like this, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. Stay up to date with the latest CS videos just like this, and I'll catch you on the next one.